back at the academy. Over there's the ball field, the dedication monument. There's the gym. This is Jones Hall right here, Jones Hall. Lord knows I lived there for a number of years. Actually, freshman year, and then after that I moved me. Bowditch. I lived there. And I don't know. I wonder if you can even get in. The plebes are running around. Lord knows what's going on there. I'm told the Seafair is not open, which really kind of sucks. I'm hungry. I'm gonna head straight to the ship's store, get the stuff. That way I don't have to worry about it closing. That's Bowditch. Here's the White House. Flag. Can you imagine putting a necktie on that eagle? We did. But I don't see the plebes running around. The Aphrodite fountain. Looks like they're working on the school some more. Because this is all tore up. I don't know what's going on. It's the library back there. And one of the good sailors. So this is Delano Hall. I just ran into one of the director of athletics, Captain Felt, and he was telling me that this is all, they're being renovated. Believe it or not, they're putting in a geothermal heating and cooling system. These wimps, they got air conditioning. What the blazes is that about? When I was here, if you wanted air conditioning, you had to run over to the Seafair or run down to the ship's store. What is up with all that? So anyways, this is the Chow Hall. This is Delano. I'm gonna have to go through all my old books. I can't remember all the names of the halls. But see? Reflection. Yeah. And then Delano Hall. Many a meal eaten in here. And you can see the SS United States painted on the wall back there, and that's where the regiment officers sat. And then they broke up the tables according to a company. Up there, way up there, that was the radio broadcast station. I used to go up there and I'd play music on the speakers. Speakers, right? And I'd play the music during dinners. And this is also where we had dances and everything else. And they have the flags of all the states. Now these are new. These placards. I have never seen those before. But this is the mess hall. This is Delano. This is where we used to eat. Right? Well, I used to eat. I'm going to run down to the ship's store. They probably have half of the Delano blocked off because the full regiment isn't here yet. Last time I was here, I did, for the plebes, I guess. Zero deck closed. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I do well. Now, if memory serves, now this is a model of an old Liberty ship. But if my memory serves, there used to be a room right there. That used to be the arcade. Right. This, apparently, they now do laundry for the cadets. And this used to be a hallway. You know, where this laundry is, this used to be a hallway that'd go back to the bowling alley. The bowling alley was in the back. And there used to be a hall right here, and we'd put movie posters up on what movies were playing, and where, you know, there's the, you know, the Liberty ship, the Liberty ship model. Right there used to be the video arcade, and then this was the hallway, and then we had the ship store. So they've changed things a lot. Short history of the United States Merchant Marine Academy and the different placards. Yeah, so that's, I mean, this is zero deck. There's a ship store. Nice mural. I don't remember that ever being there when I was here. This is the Seafair. It's closed until July 20th when the rest of the regiment gets here. And of course it would, or 26. And of course it's closed while I'm starving. Yeah. But this is coming up here at Jones Hall. That's where First Company was. And Warner Scott 44, 82. Or if it has Scott's name on it, it does not. But James DeStefano, right there. His name is on it. I'm gonna have to talk to Scott. His name should be under the Masters. Oh, gotta put the shades on. It is sunny. Wind is a blowing. When I was here, I had that. We're getting crooked and screwed up while I'm putting on my sunglasses. But when I was here, well, last year I could walk over through you know, zero deck all the way back to Jones. But when I was here, I had to memorize the flag with its latitude and longitude. I have not seen a single cadet. Well, I saw some regimental officers down at the ship store. The plebes are scattered, who knows where. But I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm going to go drop the bags off at the car and eat some trail mix and some Powerade that I bought. And yeah, these bollards here, those are new too. We never had those. I guess people were driving their cars through here? I don't know. Why else would you have those things? But Jones was freshman year, and for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of that dorm. Some plebes. Check out the camelbacks. We drank out of the sinks. Got a DI working them over. And as always, I can't march for shit. Ship store closes at 5. Merchant Marine Academy. Center of this 172-foot flagpole is located at latitude 40 degrees, 48 minutes, 43.42 minutes north, longitude 73 degrees, 45 minutes, 47.85 seconds west. All right, so there's, Murphy Hall. I came out of that. Waterfront, the White House, the gun, the flag. The gun. I'm rocking back to the car to drop off my stuff I bought in the ship store again. Boy, I'm cleaning them out. I think I got about one of everything they own. And the ship's bell. As I explained on the other video, you ring that when you get your license. Did I see Thomas King? Yeah. King was the admiral when I was here. Interesting. Learning to march. Yeah, for the life of me, they never square their corners very good. How are you? What a bunch of nuggets. I was told by the regimental officers at the ship store that they can now make the cadets do up to 10 push-ups at a single drop. They'd have been doing squat thrusts with 10 push-ups in between when I was here. I don't remember ever being that green. I really don't. Watch this. Wow. I'm going to sit down and have my snack and watch these nuggets. Well, they're pouring out of Jones Hall just in time. Watch these nuggets. It's Friday, 5 to 9, or 08:55.
Gentlemen, good morning, gentlemen.
254. Size of the class this year is 254. It's really shrunk. Ours was like 306. Always someone gets injured. The lieutenant in khaki on the left is Lieutenant Fetter, F-E-T-T-E-R, or Fetterson, something like that. O'Hara Hall. You think I'd remember that? That's the name of the gym. We'll do a walk-in experience. Here's Jones. Barry. That's where I was the second half of my life here. 4th Company. And we're walking in. We got pictures last year of these All-Americans, the whole All-American wall. Yes, we had racquetball and handball courts. This is the wrestling room. And it's probably dark. It's locked up. I don't know if you can see in or not, but so for wrestling and karate was there. Another handball court. Another handball court. And another handball court. Lacrosse pictures. Let's see. Boy, we sucked. 91, 92. Where's 90? I remember him. Carl Rasmussen, Vincent Rodimista, and Steve Smith. Never liked that guy much. Anyways. Downstairs is the weight room. So yes, we had a nice facility. I mean, racquetball, wrestling, karate. More awards. I keep looking for a class of 90 and you just don't see a ton of them. I guess we were lame. Locker rooms and everything downstairs. The pool. Everything's locked because the whole, back on the back wall, you see life-saving gear, including environmental suits. The midshipmen will be learning that their freshman year. All the various trophy section. Took pictures of this stuff last year. And here's the gym. The various awards. Now, I'm trying to remember, but if memory serves, the military offices, the Navy, the Air Force, everybody is on the other side of this. So I'm gonna run, I just remember cutting through here a lot, going over to the military offices. But again, we had a lot of awards, regional playoffs, etc. Let's see if my memory is right. Oh, I stand corrected. Man, here's the weight rooms. Either they moved them, there's the men's locker room. Either they moved it since I've been here, or my memory's going, I'm not sure which. I'm afraid if I go out, I won't be getting back in. Okay, it's unlocked. So if my memory serves, this is the military office. Is that Sue? No, it's not Sue. I was right. Here's the Navy. Department of Naval Sciences. There's classrooms down there. I signed my papers in that room. This is the military office for the academy. Back, if I remember right, I mean, the Navy had a whole wing, but there were Army offices, and Marine Corps was here as well. Memory serves, that was Marines. It's been a while. And one of these was Army, I forget which. And then, there's the base. Now, that's a security gate right there. That little hole right there is where the midshipmen used to hold watches to guard the gate 24 hours a day. I stood many a watch in that little shack. I'm going to turn this off now. I'll turn it back on when I'm in the gym. I was right. Downstairs, restricted area, weight room, reserved for academy midshipmen. I was right. I knew that. I could have swore the weight room was downstairs. Please note, the windows are open. There's no air conditioning in this gym. These cadets today are spoilt rotten. And really, who the hell has air conditioning? You can see those are all merchant flag ships. Well, we start with the military, right? Marines, Navy, Air Force. But then we go into the merchant ship flags. Whoop, I'm too close. We go into the various merchant fleet flags. Chevron. I sailed an American President line, and amazingly, I don't see that one. And we're gonna have a walking tour. Those are the administrative offices, and I'm gonna grab me a drink of water. That's athletics. All right, so here, leaving O'Hare. And of course, we got the Eagles there and there. Now, this is between Barry and Jones Halls. Now, I was stationed in Barry. You can see a Navy Federal Credit Union sign. This is where I opened my account. And this is Trunkston Arcade. Trunkston Arcade. This building commemorates Thomas Truxton, 1755 to 1822, whose seafaring career began at the age of 12. A nation of Long Island, Truxton left home to sail in the London trade. Impressed into the British Navy at 15, he obtained his release and re-entered the American Merchant Marine, attaining the rank of captain by the age of 20. During the Revolutionary War, he led several armed vessels. General George Washington characterized his service as worth a regiment. Now, I used to come in through here, and I'd go through that room to go. When the hell did they put in an elevator? My God, these guys are spoiled. Anyways, when I was a freshman, now that's Jones Hall on the right. That was my room. I swore many obscenity out those windows during final weeks. Barry was 5th Company. And straight ahead is Aphrodite and the flagpole, and on the back side of that you see the White House. I wonder if I can get into Bowditch. I got some noobs marching. Dinner will be in about an hour. And check this out. The plate of the USS Missouri, instrument of surrender terminating the Second World War, was signed in this ship 2 September 1945. This is This is replicas of the plate mounted on board the USS Missouri. And you have Aphrodite Pond. Do we want to watch them march by? Oh. Better get out of their way. I think that one's a woman. She's got KPA already. Wow. All right. That's the White House. That's the administrators in the Admiral's quarter or building. And that bell is traditionally rung when you get your license. And believe me, I rang the hell out of it. That's Bowditch. The Ackerman Auditorium. This is where I'd go into and see the movies on Wednesday and Saturday nights. That's also the entrance to the gun range. The gun range is underneath the Ackerman Auditorium. I'm reminded of when I had that busted up knee in my third grade year of trying to get in this room or get in this building. Oh man, they got it locked up, of course. Well, the students aren't here. I'm sure Ackerman's locked up too. That's the library. Now, we didn't have TVs. We had one TV for the entire underclassmen. And we used to sneak over here and use the VCR TV combos. I had quite a collection in my foot locker. Ackerman's locked. Gun entrance into Bowditch. This looks open. It is open. Now, Bowditch Hall is where you learn navigation. Has the handheld compass, binoculars. This is where I learned celestial navigation. And they've got... That is Ackerman. That is Ackerman. And they got a class in there. Let's leave them alone. We don't want to interfere with them. This is the building that I learned all I know about navigation. There's a chart. Sea state photographs for determining wind speed. Buford wind force scale. Now, I mean, this is how you can tell wind speed and stuff when you're at sea, because remember, the ship is moving. And so when you go out on the bridge wing, you feel wind that is different than what the seas feel, because the seas aren't moving. Now, I've been in some that look like that. Let me tell you, it was not fun. This is the second floor of Bowditch. I'm going to walk it. Again, charts. I remember that picture. I don't know why, but I remember that picture. American President Line Room, APL. I sailed APL. I mean, I remember those tables. I did many an hour doing celestial navigation on those larger tables. You had your books spread out all over Hell's Half Acre. I remember, if I remember right, this is the room Captain Hard taught us about ship construction. I'm heading back up. I'm going to go to the third floor. See if you can hunt down that navigation, Journal of the Institute of Navigation. See if you can hunt down that magazine. This is the third floor. There you go. The SS Kings Point. SS Kings Point. 32,650 deadweight tons. Presented at launching September 9th, 1958 to the United States Merchant Marine Academy by the owner, Paragon Oil Company. This tanker turns 25. Hopefully this thing is in focus. I'm sure my eyes are out of focus, but maybe I can go back and read that later. I remember that picture too, and I swear to God that looks like Captain Hart. I cannot believe Captain Hart is still here. I mean, my God. He was here and white-haired. 20, was it 25 years? It'll be 30 years that I walked through the gates come June of 2016. Now I remember the fourth floor for some reason. Not only did I learn celestial in this building, I also learned terrestrial navigation. I learned chart work. I learned radio navigation, things like that. But here, look at this, Department of Marine Transportation. Hard. Captain Hard, 304. My God. I cannot get over that. Alright. Marvin Place Road. There's Jones Hall. The auditorium. Or I'm sorry, the gym. Bowditch Ackerman Auditorium. And right there, something I never went to the entire time I was here, is the Mariners Museum. So I'm going to walk into the museum. It's currently 3:45. I got a call at 4 o'clock. And then, of course, down there is the waterfront. So here's the museum. Something I never went to the entire time that I lived here. The museum. So, let's go see it. There you go. McNulty campus, which was purchased by the alumni and donated to the Academy in 1979. This plaque also honors the memory of our Kings Point neighbor, Herman Brickman, for without his tireless efforts, the acquisition of this property would not have been possible. Plaque donated by the class of 46. Well, looks like they need some yard work. No, and over there's Throgs Neck Bridge. And that's the back of the library. And that's where the smokestack is right there. That's Fulton. That's where the engineers, there was an actual boiler and diesel engines and everything else in there for the engineers. Yeah, the pond is dry. In all my years, never made this walk, never came here. Convoy, American Merchant Marine Museum, ships made in America. Here's a screw. You can't really see it behind the trees, but I'm gonna. The lighthouse. See it right there? And there's a screw. Screw propeller. It's a nice campus. It's like there was a storm or something last night. The groundskeepers haven't picked up all the leaves. Alright, turning it off. I walked all the way down to the museum and it's closed. Closed at 3 o'clock. Yeah, that's why I never came out here. Anyways, there's that screw propeller. It says World War II troop ship propeller, P3 class. Donated, can't see it. Diameter 20 feet 6 inches, weighs 19 tons. Brought to the museum and installed by Robert S. Gates, KP of 45, Gates Construction Corp. remember Scott Spears came down to the museum once. Told me it was pretty good. Never set foot in it. The Baker patio. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to come back first thing Monday or Friday so I can get through here. You can see the compass and the engine order telegraphs through the glass here. The different helms. Well, kind of went dark on me. Is that the new King's Pointer? I can't tell. Colors are right. Having a midshipman cruise. The waterfront, part of it. And way over there, beyond the Throg's Neck, you can see the Manhattan skyline. See it? It's the Throg's Neck Bridge, and right underneath the Throg's Neck Bridge is Fort Schuyler, which is another merchant marine school, but it's a state school. To give some perspective, you had a deck gun with a propeller in the background and the house behind that. And I'll tell you how big that screw is. Okay, remember how I said the gun range was underneath the auditorium? Well, here's a window, and you can see that's the gun range. And there's the library. And I saw somebody in the library, so maybe we'll get to go in. More nuggets. Let's see if the library is open. Gosh, cutting through. The deadbolt isn't there. Library is locked. I think they're working in there. July 19th, summer leave period. Says it should be open. Let's find out. This is the library.
Hey, we hit you cool.
Yeah, we don't want you sweating.
Hey guys.
All right. That wasn't me. That was not me.
Hello. Library open?
Yes.
The library is open. Catalog. It has been forever. Law, United States Code. Of course, you have the periodicals, all the various magazines. Some very nautical oriented periodicals.
I forgot about that picture, but it sure brings back memories. Now, there's a conference room. Of course, it's locked. What was interesting, there's an old Liberty ship painting. This is the room. We watched more videos in this room. You know, nobody came in to look at government documents. We'd come in here, and we'd set up a VCR on a TV. Holy crap, one of those. Looked just like that one. And one of these Panasonic with a VCR tape in the bottom. And we'd set up these chairs and close the drapes, close it up. And we'd sit in here and watch movies. And right there's my yearbook. Class of 90. There's all the midships. Going all the way back. Alright, going down to the lower deck. I remember this old model. Break bulk freighter. Old New York.
Yeah, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? I forget what periodicals. These are old periodicals, that's right. Dewey Decimal System. Who the blazes does Dewey Decimal anymore? Wow. I guess libraries still do. A microfiche. Old New York when the World Trade Centers were being built. Quiet study rooms. And the mids could go to study. Here's the SS United States. And for whatever reason, I remember this picture of that freighter tanker that's pulling down. And that's the basement of the library. Alright, coming out of the library, we're going to run into Fulton. This is the engineering building. It's where the engineers hung out. On the other side is Bowditch. That's where I hung out because I was a decky. And this was the engineering building. They've got a boiler and diesel labs and everything else in here. This is also where I took all my chemistry, calculus, all my math. Fulton Hall. And hopefully it's open. Okay. And of course, ladders everywhere. So if we come in here, down here is the McCready. This is the boiler room. Now this boiler used to heat the water that would run the radiators. And look at this, full machine shop. Look at all those drill presses. All right, full machine shop.
Coming in.
Oh, I just got done talking to the machine shop instructor. We were just kind of shooting the shit. But in here, McCready, right?
This is a working boiler. I don't know, is it open? It is open. This is a working, for whatever reason, there's a boat in here. But this is a working boiler. I mean, this is what drives ships. They actually have gas turbine engines. That engine right there is what drove my frigate. It's a gas turbine. It's like and you know, there's your water tank and all your steam lines and the boilers and the you know, this is the reduction here, the turbine. This is where they learn. This is where the engineers learn. Condensate line, steam supply. Yeah, cool shit, right? And this is the diesel, one of the diesel labs. Look at the size of that diesel engine. This is where they learn all the stuff. And so this is Fulton. Again, this is the engineers' building. I was pretty much only in here during math and science and all that good stuff. All right, we're leaving Fulton, or I'm leaving Fulton. There's the White House. I'm starting to get pressed for time. I keep running into people and talking to them. And now I got an airplane I got to go catch. And that's Gibbs Hall. Then I found out that they now have 2 training ships, and they just got a 3rd. So Gibbs Hall, which is connected to Fulton. It's been a while. Yeah, this is mostly the entry hall. They got it locked up. The USS United States model. It's been a while. I forget. I didn't go in that auditorium very often. Heading down to the waterfront. Over there's the chapel. Right? And that's the war monument to the 142 that died. And if you look, you can actually see it. That's the Throgs Neck Bridge, and that's Fort Schuyler, which was another maritime school. If you look over there, you can see New York skyline. And so let's walk on down to the waterfront. I want to be humping it to get to the airport on time. So we used to stand watch on the pier. I'm not sure if they do that anymore. Ah, geez, here comes some more nuggets. I think. Oh, these are Army guys. Man, I sit and talk to all these mids and instructors, and my God, man, I could kill a day just talking to these people. But I mean, look at that. Look at that sailboat, man. I mean, and these things are donated to the academy. And there's the new King's Pointer, new ocean-going tug, and. Man, I am just running out of time. I gotta get my ass to the airport. But here's all the sunfish. See a whole row? These are for the sailing regattas. So if you want to sail small boats, there they are. And then you have the power boats are on that end. You know, you can see some yachts and things of that nature. And so this is the waterfront. And up there's Wiley Hall, White House. That's the administrative building, and the pool, and other guy.
this, I'm gonna walk through Wiley and get my butt back to the car. It's time for me to go. Those are they're called whale boats. It's what the mids, they will learn to row those things. Here's the new King's Pointer. I might have to take a picture of that. This is the power squadron down here. Jeez. Nothing like stepping in a hole and hurting my back. So there's the waterfront. You can hear the chapel bells. I gotta go. But there's the pool. You're never allowed to swim in it until your senior year. And only on 1 or 2 occasions we jump in with the uniforms. Yeah, Robert Crabtree. And I'm gonna walk up to Wiley, go past the War Monument. You see Wiley Hall. War Memorial. 142 cadets. Oh, I'm not going through Wiley. They got a ceremony going on. Yeah, I might have to turn this off. I have to sneak around these guys. Looks like the Admiral. And that's Wiley. And we're going back. There's Gibbs and Fulton. I know I missed one back there, which is where I learned knots and wire fighting and all that good stuff. Maybe next time. I gotta go. So many in their ice cream suits. Here's Delano. I just thought that was cool. So cool, in fact, I'm gonna take a picture of it.